Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a first time reaction to Fake Monk by Hua Chenyu. This is the second song I've ever heard from him, the first being Nunchucks, so I'm kind of expecting this to be quirky and different like Nunchucks. Other than that, I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Thanks to everyone who took part in the poll. It helped me decide to react to this video. Well, let's get into it. Very haunting. Very interesting there that the lyrics about, I want everyone to notice me but not know who I am, this wandering figure. And he's singing fairly low at the moment, towards the lower side of his voice. It's got a great haunting quality. Let's keep watching. Beautiful. The reverb effect on his voice there, really cool. I've got a comment on this. One thing great artists do is not only have the ability to say sing, but to envision how they want to sound overall. And you can tell that Hua Chenyu is a guy who thinks about the whole song. I could tell from his arrangement of Nunchucks. He's the type of artist who has a vision for their overall sound, a vision for the story. And a big part of that is knowing how your vocals are going to sound. And again, a big part of that is what effects are going to be on it. So when he's singing that part there, so he's singing around a B and then he goes up a little higher. He's swimming in this eerie reverb sound, and that's an intentional decision so that as he's making these noises, again, he's doing an unusual thing with his mouth and he's bringing this ethereal sound in. Let's keep going. This is creepy. So he's gone up the octave now. There's effects. Again around a B and then he drops down. I feel like this is about to head into something now, so I got to take the chance. He goes up and with a lot of power hits a B, and then he swells down in these lyrics about, it sounds like the story of the ambition. I mean, it's called Fake Monk, so the ambition of this wandering person who wants attention, who wants everything, their strange journey. He's doing a great job at painting that picture. Awesome. Such cool weird vowel modulations. simple but so dark and eerie at the same time. So up around the C sharp there, falsetto. Wow, the way he's holding that B.
要爱上我，你就别怕后悔。总有一天我要远走高飞，我不想留在一个地方，也不追求这个谁。
Beautiful raspberry.
我只想看到你长得美，但不想知道你在受罪。我想要得到天上的水，但不是你的泪。
I know it's a crime to pause it, but I do have to for the copyright stuff and all that. But wow, how cool is that? How he starts going into more of that kind of gravelly tone. So he's going, it's a bit lower. He's kind of singing around like the F sharp kind of G region and then going up to B. And I think he even hits a D at one point. But the way he's able to kind of over compress the voice and bring in this distorted sound seamlessly and then jump between these different expressions. To me, what this does sonically is this story. I've been looking at the lyrics as well. It seems to be talking about this fake monk, I guess, who wants everything, but it kind of doesn't make sense. He wants to be loved and known by everyone, but he doesn't want any followers and he doesn't want anyone to know who he is. He wants to have all the pleasures of life, but no hardships. And it's almost like this weird dichotomy, these two poles that aren't really possible to achieve, but this person's ambition. And you're hearing that there's this whoop, and he's going all around those notes with all the reverb and then into this gruffness, and he's painting such an awesome picture. Let's keep watching. It's like the madness of the fake monk, you know. That's so cool the way he did that. Wow. Do be sure to check out the original uploader as well. That was so cool. One thing that really came through is I believe he's also trying to communicate the madness, the craziness of this weird, wandering vagabond who calls himself a monk but probably isn't actually one, and who wants to be loved but not be close to anyone, and it's almost this false reality, and at the end there we start to hear almost the cackling and Hua Chenyu just starts hitting the keyboard, and he goes up to, I think it was around an F sharp. Let's actually listen to that. Yeah, that's at an F sharp. Hear the madness. For me, what this is, as I said, it's a storytelling thing, but what he's doing with his voice is he's not belting that F sharp. He's actually doing it in a falsetto, but then he's allowing his vocal cords just to bang together. He's not actually belting that and bringing in a compressed distortion, really. It's just this weird effect. It just sounds so eerie. That was such an experience, that song. And what I loved is that the song as well went full circle. It ends where it begins. It's just him and a piano. Yeah, the last song, Nunchucks, there was bands, there was guitars, there was choirs, there was rap, there was belting. This, it's him, a piano, and a lot of reverb on his voice that he uses to great effect. And it ends where it starts. And to me, and I don't know if this is intentional, but what that says to me is it's like this circular journey of this fake monk who never gets what he is searching to find, who wanders from place to place and is just going mad. And he goes through a period of madness and just returns to where he started. Again, I love Hua Chenyu's ability to bring in unusual emotions, his unusual storytelling methods, because it's effective. I said this in the last video that I felt like I went on a trip to China. Well, in this one, I felt like I was meeting this kind of psycho guy who I kind of wanted to stay away from, but I was kind of intrigued by. I felt like I was introduced to him through this song. So incredible. Thanks so much for the recommendations, guys. I look forward to seeing more. Hua Chenyu, please comment on other ones I should do. I'm kind of planning to do Dad, I'm Home next. That seems to be pretty popular, but any other suggestions would be great. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.